Well, veteran Australian actor Charles Bud Tingle worked alongside Heath in the 2003 homegrown film Ned Kelly, and he joins me live from Melbourne now. Well, Bud, like all of us, you must have been shocked when you heard this news.
Oh, yes, it's dreadful news, not just for the Australian industry, but, all right, the world film industry, because if you look at the range of awards and nominations for Heath, they're virtually all over the world, and he got the British Film Academy Award for Brokeback Mountain, and not just being nominated for an American one. It's extraordinary. I found him a delightful person to know on the set, and I'm very proud of the fact that I'm in one of the good scenes in Ned Kelly, which was Heath and the great Geoffrey Rush and myself. No, he was a terrific example to young actors everywhere. All right, one shouldn't be too rude to paparazzi, but it's a bit hard not to when you're trying to concentrate like mad.
Yeah, his father described him today as down to earth. Was that your impression of him on the set?
Oh, completely, and that's one of the things I warmed to, because I don't think I'd met Heath until I arrived for work on Ned Kelly, and you're never quite sure when you're an elderly actor how the young people are whether they're going to accept you or not, and he was just marvellous. And then sometime later, when we were at the red carpet part of the premiere, he was just delightful, and I'd love to have been able to do more work with him.
Yeah, I was going to say, over your long career, you have worked with some of the best actors in the world. How would you rate Heath's talent? It was quite extraordinary, wasn't it?
Oh, well, he's got to be right up there. And I'm not sure whether I'm accurate about this, but somebody told me that Michael Caine, who's a very experienced bloke, said that one of Heath's recent performances, it could be The Joker, is one of the greatest performances he's ever seen on screen. Well, that ain't bad for a boy from Perth.
Yeah, well, Bud, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts and memories of Heath with us.
Thank you.
Still to come in this special edition of A Current Affair, Heath Ledger, the family man.
I've got nothing to run away from in Perth. I love my family, I love my friends, I love the city.
Well, away from the hurly-burly of Hollywood, there was a different, gentler Heath Ledger, a young father, son and brother who passionately loved his family and his little girl.
I'm very happy to be here, and I'm very proud of Michelle, and yeah, it's nice. It's good that it's over as well, and I'd like to say hi to my mum as well, because I know she's watching, and I promised I would say that.
Mum, Michelle and baby Matilda. Even on gala occasions, his partner and child, as well as his family back in Perth, were always in his thoughts. Heath Ledger was, to his core, a family man.
I'm actually looking to take some time off. I'm going to try and get a year off if I can, and just spend it with Michelle and Matilda, and you know, that's my priority at this point.
Where's Matilda tonight?
She's at home with her grandma.
But it's pretty rare to have two nominees in the same family. What's that been like?
It's exciting just to be able to share something together, like we get to share.
I guess it's taken the pressure off ourselves. Like, you know, I can turn up tonight and just make it about Michelle.
And I can do the same.
Happier times. His 2006 Oscar nomination for Brokeback Mountain accelerated his career, taking him away from the ones he loved. Ironically, it was that film in which he played a gay cowboy that brought him and Michelle together.
Don't try and fool me no more, Ennis. I know what it means.
The extent in which this film has changed my life is quite extraordinary. It's just given me this mass sense of synchronicity. You know, I've got two of the most beautiful girls at home waiting for me. I've got this new family. I've got Brooklyn now. I've got just every aspect of my life has just blossomed.
But even during the publicity tour for this movie, Michelle was withdrawing from the Hollywood hoopla to spend more time with baby.
Especially for the first 3 years of her life, I just wanted to have a really solid, steady connection to me. So
it's Matilda.
It's a funny time. So it's Matilda. It's all about. I think that how it'll change the way that I work is it's really just about smaller roles with less time commitment.
We don't know much about what happened to Heath after he and Michelle split last August, but we do know he never got that time off that he'd been hoping for. Perhaps that was partly to blame.
Are you a romantic bloke?
I think so. I think, yeah.
In what way?
Oh God. I think in life in general, you know, I mean, it's one thing to be romantic in love, but I think romance, it's a universal thing in terms of, you know, in life. I think it's important to be romantic.
What does that mean?
I was hoping you would know that.
Heath Ledger has also had his fair share of high-profile romantic relationships in the past. While making Ned Kelly in 2002, he met and fell in love with Naomi Watts.
Do you realise what that would mean?
Yes.
So was it strategically shaved off for yours and Naomi's kissing scene?
And that was part of the producer's idea. Take out the beard for the love scene.
They were an item for nearly 2 years. Before that, he dated Heather Graham, better known as Felicity Shagwell in an Austin Powers flick. And since he and Michelle Williams parted, he's been linked to Kate Hudson, Helena Christensen and model Gemma Ward.
I was telling someone the other day that I could be sitting my ass in my room watching TV with my girlfriend for 4 months, and in that 4 months, and we haven't left the room, we could have got married, we could have split up, we could have got back together and split up again, all in 4 months.
Heath always maintained fame hadn't changed him.
Of course, your lifestyle changes, but your basic needs and wants kind of pretty much stay the same, you know.
Do you have to grow up quicker?
No, I'm going to be, you know, 6 years old to the day I die, probably.
And he would also have agreed that you can take the boy out of Perth and turn him into a Hollywood star, but you'll never take Perth completely out of the boy.
I love my family, I love my friends, I love the city. It's just there was all this going on outside of that, and I just had to be part of it. I had to go out and learn for myself.
Howard Gibbs reporting, and members of Heath Ledger's family will head to New York early tomorrow. All of our thoughts are with them. Thank you for your company on this special edition of A Current Affair. I'm Layla McKinnon. We're going to leave you tonight with memories of Heath Ledger. Good night.
I want you to believe in me.
What would you like to pay for your tickets with?
Money?
Well, maybe you're not afraid of me, but I'm sure you've thought about me naked, huh? I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. Yes! He was a friend of mine. I now pronounce you man and wife.